If you drive an electric car and you have off-street parking, then it makes life pretty easy, doesn't it? I mean, you just get home from work, plug it in and let the magic happen overnight. And most of you seem to think it's an absolute must too. We did a survey actually with the AA of over 11,000 people, and 60% of you said that you would be put off buying an electric car if you can't charge at home. But there are ways that you can make it work. Shell Recharge are making it easy and more convenient. In 3 ways. Shall we find out? Come on in.
The next best thing to having your own charger on your driveway is to have one on your street, near your house.
Ubitricity, who are currently rebranding to Shell Recharge, have been putting up these clever little sockets that are integrated into existing lampposts or into new bollards. So in London alone, right now, there are 7,000 of these things. You just use your own cable, plug into your car, plug into the socket, scan the QR code, and you start charging. Now, they're not very fast. They're around 5.5 kilowatts, which, if you do charge overnight, so say you come in from work at 7 o'clock, you plug in, you charge overnight, unplug at 7 o'clock in the morning, that'll get you 60 kilowatt hours, which in a car like this, in your Nissan Ariya, that will get you up to 100%, which the average person, that will last around 10 days. And then you can share the socket with your neighbours. It's lovely.
The other great thing about these ubitricity points is that you can tell the app only to charge your car during off-peak hours. Smart charging technology allows you to pause your charge during the peak tariff period when costs are higher.
Oh, and of course, look, not every street has an ubitricity charger. Not yet, anyway. But there is a point on the website where you can request your location to be considered. Lovely.
But if we look back at our research numbers, it says that after home charging, an electric car driver's favourite place to plug in is at the supermarket.
So, let's see how that works, shall we?
I mean, you think about it, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, most of us do a big weekly shop. And in the UK, the average weekly shop takes around 37 minutes. So that is over half an hour of your car just sat there looking pretty. So you might as well fill up your battery while you're filling up your fridge and your cupboards. So much sense.
Waitrose is one of the supermarkets which has partnered with Shell Recharge to provide chargers for customers and the local community. These DC points will support charging speeds of up to 150 kilowatts, so that's around 20 times as fast as most domestic chargers. With a 150 watt charger, the 37 minutes I was in the store would be more than enough to fill my Nissan Ariya's battery to over 80%. This will vary slightly from car to car depending on the size of your car's battery and how fast it can charge. But it could be more than enough for a week's driving, given that we drive on average around 20 miles a day in the UK.
So it makes it worth it, doesn't it?
But if you aren't planning a supermarket shop, then this is where Shell Recharge's ultra-rapid chargers come in.
So you've got 150, 175, even 350 kilowatt supplies. That can zap enough energy back into your battery up to 80% in less than half an hour in the perfect conditions, if your car can take it.
These are almost all found on Shell forecourts, so by the time you've grabbed a coffee and a snack and maybe tonight's dinner from one of the little Waitrose shops, you can be ready to go. All of their forecourt locations have toilets too, so you'll be fully refreshed and recharged to continue on your way.
So you can top up to 80% in a car like the Nissan Ariya. You've got yourself 200 miles. For most people, that will be more than enough to last an entire week before having to plug in again. So there you go. Plenty of options to charge your car if you don't have a charger at home. You can check all of the locations on the Shell Recharge app, and then you can read all the details ahead of your visit. So, in other words, drive your way, even without a driveway.